This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Monday, March 4th of 2024, and you're listening to episode 384 of the BCC Podcast. Oh boy, are you in for a treat today. I don't even really know this episode doesn't even have a title. We had an original, very wholesome idea of talking about Disney movies to start. Then we had some cancellations again. And now Kevin's gonna tell us about something.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to talk about the Glasgow Willy Wonka experience because neither Liam here nor Ford have heard about it.
Yeah, Ford's here too.
Hello, everyone.
Ford, that was your moment to shine.
I remember when the Lego magazine had like a cross sponsorship deal with Wonka like branded products. Like any of you remember that?
Well, I remember the Wonka branded products.
Yeah, Wonka branded products don't exist anymore. Didn't we
It's
talk
a
about this on the
shame.
podcast once, actually?
I think we probably have, but yeah.
You know, maybe after this we should just look up discontinued food products and talk about that.
Wait a minute. Nerds are still a thing, right?
Yeah, but they're not the Wonka
Yeah, but
brand.
they don't have the Wonka branding anymore. Like the Gobstoppers, obviously it's Willy Wonka, but it doesn't have the Wonka branding.
Heinous.
You know, it's just like it's like the Mr. Incredible meme. It's like those who know and those who don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently
we're
my
going to be those
fiance
who
knows
know.
about this thing Kevin's about to talk about, but I do not.
Oh boy.
I don't know. Let's just dive right into it and see where this goes. And if we can't fill the airtime, we'll talk about discontinued food products today.
Oh, we can't fill the airtime, but I can try.
Okay.
So, Glasgow, it's a city in Scotland, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, so there's your context. That's
I think
Glasgow.
it's a drug den, but okay.
Yeah, well, so's this place, but anyways.
Scotland,
You get
okay.
these wild and wonderful advertisements online, right? You get all these images promising for a Willy Wonka experience. So,
Do we have any of those advertisement images?
yeah, I just posted at least one. There's some more.
Oh, that is AI generated.
Yeah, so
Oh,
the first red flag was that all the advertisement, every single picture they posted was AI generated. Like, it was all AI generated images on the website promising that, oh, yeah, magical world of candy enchantment, and it's the Willy Wonka experience.
I can barely read like the words.
It's
here.
the image he sent is pretty.
Yeah. It's not.
I feel like I
it's
can't
not
post
great.
this next picture because it has spoilers. This
Yeah,
one's fine.
so-
Mhm.
I don't know what the spoilers mean yet, honestly. But
So
So basically,
so here's what it really looked like.
yeah.
So is this
So-
in like a warehouse or something?
Yeah, basically, a bunch of parents bought tickets
Oh.
like they were £30 or something, €30,
How did
whatever they
How did
use
people
over
find
there.
out about these things?
What?
From the
How
AI
did you find
generated
out?
Facebook ads.
Yeah, like you just advertised a bit.
Ah, so boomers on Facebook.
Yes,
Okay.
so the people who fell for the AI images, obviously, right?
Makes sense.
They see the pictures as like, oh, honey, it's real, the Willy Wonka. And then they show up to this. So it's basically a sparsely decorated warehouse, right? entirely
No. That's the Irish, not the Scottish.
there's a couple decorations here or there, and
Oh
so
my goodness, this is funnier because I've been watching the the Billiam Lost series, and I just finished season 2.
I have no idea what you're talking about,
yeah,
honestly,
me
but it's
neither.
funny. I know what you're talking about. I just don't recall.
Because Clancy Brown is in
Oh
Lost,
yeah, that's
Oh,
and he just calls him Mr.
it's a good series though, isn't it? Not just Lost,
Oh,
but
it's a
his
great.
analysis. He's the only
Oh,
person
it's
ever talked
great.
about Lost on the
It's
internet.
great so far. It's good. So yeah, the public was wrong about that show, but anyway.
but yeah, so basically, a Willy Wonka actor guided you through this warehouse and it took you to a couple decorations. The experience promised, like, oh, you'll get candy and lemonade at the end of things.
What? What
Yeah.
does lemonade have to do with Willy
Candy
Wonka?
lemonade.
So I don't know. Willy Wonka. Anyways,
Well, what's like the story of this?
the
Like,
story.
is it like following the plot of the book?
I don't know if.
Where he's
Let's
only
see.
letting
What
it's like, "Ooh,
is
you're one of the
the.
special kids who gets to live in
No,
the
that's not
factory or
it.
whatever."
You are definitely not a special kid if you're in the Willy Wonka experience.
Well, are you a special kid or a special kid if you go with this?
So the plot is crazy, right?
Oh, okay, so there's a plot. Okay. Lay it on me.
Yeah, I don't really know the plot too much, but like it's crazy because the plot is also AI generated.
What?
Um,
So not only do you have um just nonsense gibberish half the time, but
Do these people speak English?
yeah, they speak English.
well, wait, are they like Scottish or like the
They're
new Scottish?
Scottish, like I guess Scottish that speak English,
Okay. Because Scotland is not ruled by the Scottish; it's ruled by a Pakistani man.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
doesn't matter really.
who didn't actually he wasn't voted in.
I don't care about their politics. I want to hear about
Yeah,
the Wonka
I like
experience.
Willy Wonka. Like,
Okay, so
There we go.
so,
Update the
let's
thumbnail.
see. Who do these people look like, huh?
anyways, at a certain point in the experience, there's this mirror, and hiding behind the mirror is an evil chocolate maker named the Unknown, and it just freaks the heck out of kids. And
Huh?
yeah, it's the Unknown. Don't you know the famous like
Didn't even give him a
Grandpa
mirror to like
Joe is like,
properly
oh,
hide behind.
don't go behind the mirror, Charlie. And Charlie goes behind the mirror, and it's the Unknown.
What?
Like
I don't
classic.
remember this in the book.
It's in the Tim Burton version, obviously.
This is the
Anyways,
Tim Burton
Okay.
version closer to the book.
yeah.
I don't remember this in the movies.
And so
I don't
you get
remember this
to
in
the
the
end
stage
of it,
play.
and there's like these depressed looking Oompa Loompa women,
What?
and their job is to hand out the candy, right? So each child,
Oh,
candy and lemonade. You get the candy and lemonade, right? At least that'll be worth it. Your child gets one jelly bean, and not even half, like half a cup of lemonade. Like not even that. Maybe like a sip
she's
of
like,
lemonade.
Jesse, I have jaundice. It's time to cook.
So you paid like 30 pound, euro, whatever for an empty
Good lemonade
warehouse.
for 30 euros.
What the heck is
Uh,
this?
like
So
just
suspicious.
just this random like Willy Wonka guy. He's just talking like, "Oh yes, the scrumdiddlous, yummy food that we have here."
Do we have a
Yes,
picture? Is this the Willy Wonka guy?
yeah, that's Willy Wonka himself.
Oh,
And so
he looks too normal.
you
to
freak out
be-
your
to be
children
Willy
because of the
Wonka.
unknown. Like the unknown is
So,
just
okay,
the
so
evil
we
chocolate maker trying to steal Willy Wonka's secret formulas.
So
And
we have
then
Death Eaters, drug makers, and drug dealers.
Okay,
They
okay.
look like they run the circus. I don't know.
This is what I
now
think the 70s was like.
basically at the end of it all, the thing was only open for a day and a half before it closed. But if they reopened it the exact same way it is right now, it would instantly like be a huge success because it's just been all over.
This other
Everyone,
picture of the Oompa Loompas you posted looks like slightly less ominous.
Wait.
less.
So they had
The first one
multiple
looks like a
different
meth
actors?
lab.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first
so
one.
They had multiple Oompa Loompa actors.
They had 2 Oompa Loompas at
Oh
least.
my goodness.
This one, these don't look like this either of the. Neither of these is the one from the first picture.
No,
That's
I think
tough.
it is. It's just she's happier in one photo because,
So is the other one just a bad photo?
well, it's also taken at a bad time. I think, like, first.
Because he or
each
she
kid
does
was-
not look near as suspicious.
Well,
Yeah, is this like one's earlier and one's later after the second one quit?
well, it's basically the story behind it is the actress for the Oompa Loompa came out and said, "Yeah, I think like it was just so sad that the children came here for candy and they only get like." I think at first it was like 3 jelly beans or something, but then they were like, "Oh no, that we're running out of jelly beans. Better make it 1."
I don't even. How do you get to this point?
I don't know. So she was like really sad that the kids had to only take 1 jelly bean and like a sip of lemonade, and she had to be the distributor. But yeah. So the guy who played Willy Wonka, he said like the script that he was first given, he didn't even have to audition. Like he asked about the role and was like immediately accepted and given a 50-page long script. It was all
50
just
pages.
yeah, it was all just nonsense. And then like I think it was the day before they were gonna open, it's like, oh well, I guess we can't have all this in the experience because the AI also thought it should have a stage show, you know, with musical numbers too. So they cut those out and they cut it down to a more manageable experience. Yeah.
Who put this on?
We don't know, I don't think, still.
Was this actually done just in title? Is this the first instance we have like AI becoming sentient? And this is what it did.
The AI paid for the whole event?
Yeah,
Like,
the AI.
doing a litmus test to see like how could we sucker people? Like how can we get one up on the human race?
See, what I really love
No, the
about
thing is
this whole thing is that this is entirely something Willy Wonka would do. He would want to freak kids out. He would want to punish them. Like that is the Willy Wonka experience.
I mean, I hope the actors got paid.
Well, they showed up anyways.
Yeah, like I hope they got paid. I guess.
How much were tickets to this?
It was
30
30
bucks.
pounds or euros, whatever they use.
And they couldn't buy one bag of jelly beans per kid?
Yeah,
That's what
apparently
they had
not.
to spend it all on the sparse decorations.
It's either AI or someone needs all the money to buy meth and flood the country.
because yeah, they shut it down like a day and a half after it was out, and it's like, why don't you just keep it open a little longer? Because it sparked this viral meme now, and now all the terminally online people are saying
Like you?
yeah, like the Kate Middleton disappearance is connected to this. All these crazy theories, and you
Horror?
know.
Wait, apparently they're making a horror movie based on it?
Oh,
So
jeez.
that's news from today, but the thing is, the horror producer that they said is making it did not exist 3 days ago. So it might just be
Is this how the
just
AI takes over? Also, you know all the people that are afraid that AI is going to take people's jobs? This is what happens when AI runs something.
and it's
Yeah, this is
beautiful.
what happens when AI creates jobs.
Listen, no, if it's not entirely the AI's fault. Give it some credit. It wanted to do a theatrical production.
I
This
want to
is an
see internet
experience.
historian like report on this in a few years to remind me of this occurrence.
Yeah, this would be a
It's
perfect
perfect.
internet historian
It's
content.
like the sequel to DashCon or something.
It kind of has the same vibe, yeah.
Except it's sadder.
It's for children.
It's too bad he
Yeah,
doesn't do
it
internet
makes it
history
sad.
anymore.
It
Yeah.
is weird that his content has moved away from internet history when it's in the name. Can we do video requests? I want to request the Glasgow experience. Like, Wonka wouldn't be near as successful as this would be right now. Like, tickets would be selling like
Yeah,
crazy.
you think more people went to see that movie because of it?
No, I
Which
think
I
less
hear that
people.
movie did like okay,
Made more than
right?
Wish.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well,
Well, I
wait,
mean,
it
that's not that hard.
it made more than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Did you adjust for inflation?
Well, that's true. What
Charlie
year?
and the Chocolate Factory had such great marketing, though. You know,
Yes.
the
Had
discontinued
the
food
best time.
items.
Yeah.
How many zeros are there in a million?
At least a million of them.
I'm trying to calculate for inflation. So that was 2005 that that one came out.
Yeah.
475.8 million. 7580000 in 2024. I don't think this inflation calculator works. Oh no. So that's about 751 million. So it made about in the ballpark of the original. But the all Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is considered a box office failure, I thought, though, wasn't it? No, it couldn't have been.
What? No.
No, the Tim
No. Not
Burton
with that
one.
level.
Yeah, that does seem like too much, but
No.
I feel like it was considered a failure. Maybe critically or culturally.
I don't know.
But
I didn't.
it's lasted.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get that
I've just seen a lot of
impression.
discourse around it. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but
Yeah, like if the movie was $150 million budget, had to make it what, like 300 million to break even.
this is at
So it made
125
like
million. So yeah, this
yeah, so it made like a profit of 175 million.
unfortunately this is not a movie that should have made that money. The new Wonka.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I've seen enough. Apparently
Okay,
they're also making another Ghostbusters sequel.
you're probably
Yeah.
yeah. The original was considered a box office
Oh,
failure
that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
because it didn't do well at the box office. But what happened
Yeah, the
was,
whole movie.
and that cemented it in legacy.
Like a Christmas Story.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently there also is another Ghostbusters movie. I never saw the other one that came out because it came out after Halloween, then I had no interest.
Well, as someone who saw that movie, I can say don't see it.
Was it really that bad?
It was pretty bad. Like, literally, the criticisms of soft reboots, they only feature the original characters for 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole Ghostbuster crew only shows up for like 2 minutes in the movie, if that, collectively.
They're doing an ice theme this time, like Chima.
Well, if I recall, I think that was the intent for the original Ghostbusters 3
Was it?
was to do this. Yeah. Like I remember like hearing about it or reading about it somewhere that like this theme was meant to be the thing for Ghostbusters 3, but they could never get it off the ground because, Harold Ramis and Bill Murray got in a thing and didn't speak
Lover's
to each
quarrel.
other ever again. Yeah.
I didn't hear it was about that. I thought that just Bill Murray didn't return their calls. Bill Murray's like notoriously hard to work with too.
Yeah, which is why he shows up probably the
Well,
least in the movie,
he and
other than the dead guy.
yeah, he and Harold Ramis like they had a really good working relationship, and then something happened. I don't remember exactly what, but they had a falling out, and then they never talked to each other ever again. Like it was a grudge they carried to the grave.
Perfect for Ghostbusters.
And that's why he
Yeah.
agreed to do Afterlife. Because he was like, okay, I guess I could do it again. Like, no one's going to keep me from doing this. I'm not going to
Even though he was only in it for
that
collective
guy.
30 seconds, like
Mm.
he shows up like the least out of all of them, despite being Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Unless you consider the after credit scene, I guess. But with Sigourney Weaver there, she finally shows up in the end.
Oh, she is in it.
Yeah, she's in
Okay.
the after credit scene.
Oh.
And it's just a gag, really. So it's not important. Finn Wolfhard, he's a terrible actor.
Who's that?
Stranger Things, Mike.
Oh. It's
You know how he, like, the whole cast got blown out of proportion and now they're in everything?
What
He's
else
in
has
that
he been
movie.
in?
I feel like he's the only one that's been in anything else.
It.
I've seen him in. Yeah.
Del Toro, Pinocchio.
Evans actress. What's her name? She's in everything too.
She has been in a lot of stuff.
But she's better as an actress than he is as an actor.
Eh.
No, Ford, you don't understand how bad this kid is at acting.
Actually,
I'm not complimenting her.
Millie Bobby Brown has not been in anything since 2022.
Really?
Yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong, then Enola Holmes 2. Those are her last two movies. That's 2 years ago.
I thought Enola Holmes came out after that, but
No,
I guess...
there's Enola Holmes, and then Godzilla vs. Kong, then Enola Holmes 2.
Okay.
She gonna be in the new Godzilla movie?
Probably not.
But she's in the last two.
She's just the recurring character. She's the one who the franchise depends upon. You know...
Like Mark Wahlberg. Why isn't Mark Wahlberg in a Godzilla movie?
Because he was in Transformers.
They got Matthew Broderick instead.
Yeah, get him back.
No! No!
That's a lot of fish.
A lot of fish.
I don't recognize anyone in the Godzilla X Kong movie.
Is anyone actually looking forward to that? Looks terrible.
It looks terrible, but I'll probably see it.
Godzilla,
Eventually.
Kong has a robotic arm. Godzilla looks pretty bad here compared to
you-
Godzilla vs. Kong.
Are any of you
Kong
gonna see
literally
Dunk
has the
2?
Infinity Gauntlet. Like, yo.
Are you guys gonna see Dunk 2 in theaters?
What?
Dunk 2.
What?
You know, Dunk. D-U-N-C, Dunk.
What?
Dune!
Dude?
Oh,
Yeah.
I want
Are
to,
you
but
gonna get the AMC popcorn bowl?
okay. I found out about
I
this the
really
other
want one,
day.
but the thing is, apparently, like none of the theaters in our area gets any of the popcorn buckets.
Well, they're
I have a
AMC
guy in the theater.
exclusive.
He talks to me.
You mean my brother?
Yeah, and there's no Dune 2 popcorn buckets. Now,
Apparently, because it's Black Panther 2's fault.
What? What?
Everyone
What?
had so many leftover Black Panther 2 promotional buckets left over that the theater stopped buying any promotional buckets for movies.
That was like 2 years ago.
movie theaters know how to hold a grudge.
Wow. Jeez. Wait, why does King Kong have the Infinity Gauntlet?
I told you he did.
I
I don't know.
don't get it.
I haven't really seen like any of the trailers recently. I don't think they explain it in the trailers.
Why does he need that?
He rides Kong in one of the trailers, though.
I mean, why did he
like
need
no? Kong
How
rides
do you-
I was
Godzilla.
gonna say, right? Well,
he rides Godzilla? Jeez,
Yeah.
PG-13.
There are so many jokes about that, Ford. Everyone says like, "Oh, this is gonna be it, Godzilla X Kong," you know?
Why is Godzilla pink?
Why not?
I just think Godzilla looks worse here than getting Godzilla versus Kong.
Looks worse than -1.
Hey, don't go trashing on -1. That was
No,
an excellent
no.
movie.
I'm praising -1. I mean, it looks better than this.
Well, -1 is an entirely different type of film.
How much money are they spending on this garbage?
Too much?
To be
Why?
fair, it was not like an amazing movie, but it was completely suitable. Godzilla versus Kong. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, like this is the American version of Godzilla. We can have fun with him. Like he can be the action blockbuster
No.
Godzilla over here.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Like he's still better than the last time we had Godzilla with Matthew Broderick. So it's like
I didn't like these movies. I watched them all a few years ago.
The first
back
one
when-
is like extremely boring.
It's okay. Like the
ha-
first one's okay.
Godzilla's
first-
barely
the
in
thing
it.
is, like,
Anything,
-1 has
barely
really
in
just
it.
made me realize like it's not that we don't care about the human characters most of the time. It's just that the
It's
human
just
characters
poorly
are
written.
awful most of
Yeah.
the time.
They're just really
So-
poorly written.
The problem isn't that they have human characters, it's that the human characters are Millie Bobby Brown. That's the issue.
And there's the Kong Skull Island, which it's the only movie I've ever seen Brie Larson in where she's not completely obnoxious. It's because she wasn't.
It's
Disney,
because he was wearing a tank top, wasn't it?
no, I think it's because
No.
Disney didn't tell her she's supposed to be famous at that point.
Yeah, I forgot about her in that movie. To be
Yeah,
honest.
as Loki in it, I like him.
The thing is, like, she's just generic woman in that.
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
That's her role.
That's the best she can do.
See,
I didn't
I
even
don't
like
have
that
that
movie.
much memory of Kong Skull Island because we rented it and the disc was all scratched up as usual. So it skipped a couple scenes. So it's just like they fly to the island, and finally, when you get to see Kong, like it skips here and there, it skips here and there, and then finally it's just like, wait, why is Samuel L. Jackson trying to kill Kong? I don't know.
Yeah, the movie was very confusing.
And
I was
then
just like,
Icarus flew
why are you
close to
doing
the sun, but
this?
the sun wasn't made out of genuine Virginia steel.
Wait, what?
What?
The sun doesn't melt steel beams.
It's true. That's what he said.
It was just a weird like mess of like actors new and old doing stuff.
I gotta rewatch The Lord of the Rings
And-
King Kong with Jack Black again.
That was a good movie.
I just
That's
remember
such
it
a
being
good
so long.
It is too long, but
I
it
don't
is a
mind
very
it.
excellent film.
I
Peter
don't
Jackson
mind it being
really
3
loved
hours.
King Kong.
And I've never seen Jack Black try to be a serious character.
And it's like the only time you ever see him do it too.
And he was
So-
good.
I don't know,
Like, he
there's
was
some like
good.
lines in
No.
there where he just like he delivers them in too much of like a way where he's telling a joke, but you can't tell if it's this supposed to be a joke or is this supposed to be a horrible person.
I'd have to watch it again to be
See,
sure.
the thing about Jack Black's performance is I don't think he did a bad job portraying a serious actor, but the type of character he was portraying, he was not suited for. Because in the original King Kong, his character is literally like, okay, I am charismatic enough to lead you guys into your own deaths because we could be rich and famous. Like, you know, he has that. certain
I'd follow
presence.
Jack Black
Jack
if he
Black
said I could be
was,
rich and famous.
like, no, Jack Black is like, come on, guys, like, we can be rich. And it's just like, how are you going to convince all these like gnarled sailors that, yeah, no, let's die in order to do that?
I would die for
It's
Jack
just
Black
not-
if I was a gnarled sailor.
Yeah, it's just not suited for him.
I think
don't
they should bring
but-
Jack Black into one of these new Godzilla X Kong 3 movies. And
It would be
Harambe.
like an excellent cameo.
Why has Jack Black never done a buddy comedy with a giant gorilla? Like The Rock or no, Breaking Bad or why do I feel like Ford took something completely different out of what I said?
No, I heard it too.
What did I say?
You said, why doesn't he do buddy cop with a gorilla?
A buddy
You didn't
comedy,
say
I
it,
said.
Or,
Buddy,
comma, The Rock.
no, you said like instead of or.
Yeah, no,
Like,
yeah,
Whoa.
no! I'm
Don't you
talking about
know?
something else.
Sure.
No, look, let me get the poster and I'll show you. This is
okay.
Oh.
I get it now.
this is what I was talking about.
What are you talking about?
This.
What are you talking about?
The Rock did a buddy movie with a gorilla.
What
Therefore,
is
so should
this?
Jack Black.
What is this?
Don't you know?
Why would I know?
Haven't you seen?
I'm asking you what it
Matthew
is.
Ewald was supposed to be in
You're
this
like,
movie.
oh, don't you know what this is?
Matthew Ewald was gonna be in the movie.
Was he?
You're right. This part
What
was
movie
cut.
is-
No, that was a different one. That was the one about
Wait,
the earthquakes.
this isn't Rampage?
No, this is Rampage. But I thought he was going to be in the one about the earthquakes.
I thought it was in Rampage. That's what I remembered.
Yeah, it might be
I don't
that.
know. Yeah, he was supposed to be a helicopter driver or something. I don't know.
Bill Paxton did it once.
What about the
trying to
mighty
think.
Joe Young?
That-
He's
That's the one Bill Paxton is in.
Wait, what?
what about the original mighty Joe Young?
I don't know who's in that one.
Of course you don't.
There's others too. There's others too. That one where the guy from Mall Cop is a zookeeper. I think it's called Zookeeper.
Art?
Yeah, him.
Kevin James.
Yeah, Kevin James. He also did one of these.
Oh. They're trying to get that Ronald Reagan energy. but they can't, so they have to CGI in the animal.
This is,
None of you know what I'm talking about.
I
do
know
you?
what you
Yeah,
mean.
like that just flew over me completely.
I know exactly what
You
he
don't know?
means.
Ronald Reagan,
He acted with a
when he was
monkey.
an actor, he acted with the monkey.
But no,
I know
Ford,
he
is
was
this...
an actor. What was a monkey movie?
What?
What was a monkey movie?
I don't know. You really think I've seen his entire works?
Yes.
Why
If
would
you're
you think that?
referencing it, obviously you must have seen it.
It's just a factoid, man.
Factoid about a monkey movie, and you haven't
No,
seen
about
it.
about the president of the 80s.
Like, listen, I watched the Walter White movie where he's got a circus, and the gorilla's like, "Oh man, I sure hate being here." I
What are you
just
talking about?
It was this Disney Plus exclusive. Liam was there.
Yeah, I was
What did-
there.
He hadn't
Bryan
seen Breaking
Cranston
Bad,
did
I
a
don't think.
movie with a monkey.
Yeah,
It's a
here.
gorilla, yeah.
Why?
Because it's based on a true story, that's why.
Was it good?
No, it was awful. But I could, like, any part Walter White was in it, it was like funny because it's like, Jesse, we need to start abusing our animals, Jesse.
Is he abusing animals?
No, I'm just,
There it is.
you know,
What the what?
ad-libbing.
What?
Jesse, you are a gorilla now.
Something looks
Jesse.
wrong about that gorilla. Like its snout is too long or something.
It's a real
See what I mean?
gorilla.
Is it a real life
Yeah,
gorilla?
he was hugging a real gorilla.
That doesn't look real.
It doesn't look real because they CG'd over the gorilla.
Like the one next to Kevin James looks more real than that one, and I know that's a guy in a suit.
Oh, you know the movie about the killer gorillas? I've never seen it before.
Man, there's a lot
Like
of
an
movies
island
about
of-
You've
gorillas.
never seen it.
gorillas?
There's no chance that I've seen it.
Sigourney Weaver
Why
did
don't
a...
you watch gorilla movies?
Apparently Sigourney Weaver did a movie with a gorilla once.
Really?
Yeah.
She showed up at the end of Ghostbusters, too.
You guys seen Congo?
Congo? Isn't that with the killer gorillas?
Yeah, it's got Ernie Hudson in it.
Like Ernie.
And I don't know why I'm going blank on Tim Curry. It's got Tim Curry in it too, yeah.
Kevin's not
I
seen
think that's
this?
the movie I was thinking about because I love Tim Curry.
Yeah, it's got the talking gorilla that's
Yeah,
all
that's
ugly.
it. Like she calms down all the other killer gorillas for some reason because and she's the only like I think she's a chimp or something.
Yeah.
But she calms down the killer gorillas.
She
It's like
calms them down by calling them all ugly.
oh man.
Wait,
I need to
Liam,
watch
have you
this
seen that
movie.
movie?
I've
Have
not
you
seen that
seen
movie.
Congo? Oh man, it's a trip. It is quite the magical piece of art. Oh man.
Movie night idea.
Yeah, I haven't seen a good monster movie in ages.
-1. Gee. It's a good monster movie.
It wasn't really like a monster movie though.
But it's Godzilla is a monster. He's the king of them, in fact.
It was more like a it was a remake of the original, which was about the nuclear bomb. So
Well, the original was also about a giant lizard too. But...
yeah, I guess.
I put Kevin James in the thumbnail.
Nice.
All right.
We don't have a title for this episode.
I don't think we have a point to the episode.
We call it the BCC
title
Wonka
without-
Experience.
The Glasgow BCC.
The Glasgow BCC Experience.
Glasgow BCC Experience. Get your tickets now, folks.
let's get some super chats going. $30 a piece, yo.
Yeah. We will only read them if they're $30 and
Ca-
over.
I don't think we can get super chats, can we? Or did we?
No, we can't. We have to have more watch time.
Bruh.
Rip.
You know, our channel might have stayed more viable, I found out, if we had done the podcast on a different channel. But YouTube punishes you for getting less engagement in some videos than others.
Well then.
It's just our life.
So what we can do now is we can start a new channel, and then we just
Start a new
post,
channel talking
like,
about monkey.
yeah, we could do that. But I was thinking we can post our backlog of podcasts, and then eventually lead up to where we are now. And then it's like, oh, these guys are releasing all the time, yay!
But we are
And
releasing
trick the
all the
algorithm.
time.
No, we'll trick the algorithm. We're busier because we're releasing more videos by releasing the backlog of videos. And then we get momentum, and then we're finally YouTube billionaires, reaction tubers, and we just sit there like and say nothing while we watch someone else's video.
That's what we do regularly.
No.
We're
No, we
reaction
don't. We
tubers.
talk.
I'm
We're
quitting.
not socialists.
Socialists do a lot of talking.
Not the ones I'm thinking of.
What ones are you thinking of?
Hassan Piker.
Who's that?
Cenk Uygur's nephew.
Oh, I've never heard of that. I've heard of Cenk Uygur.
The socialist who has a $2 million mansion where he reacts to content by leaving his chair empty and sitting there and doing nothing
Nice.
when he is in there. Yeah.
I
Also, he
become a
flies to
reaction
remote parts
tuber.
of the world to do things.
Oh, my coworker does that.
You mean like in Captain Soldier and the Winter America or whatever?
Yeah, just like that.
The Falcon, yeah, that's you gotta be better. Okay, how?
Black Falcon, Captain America thing, and Bucky. Man, remember when we tried to watch that and we couldn't get through like we couldn't get through 2 episodes because it was so boring.
Well, I
Some
could get
of
there
us
because
had
I
to
just
finish
watched
it.
it before. But you wanted to
Oh.
watch it. You didn't want to go outside.
It was raining.
Was it?
It was pouring rain when we watched it.
I said, do you want to play video games? And you're like, nah, I'm not really feeling
was just
video
like,
games. Let's
not
watch
really,
Disney
yeah.
Plus.
Well, you had it
First
and I didn't.
mistake.
I was like, yeah. We ended up watching Hawkeye. It's okay. It's okay.
It's probably the last okay thing they'll do.
Yeah.
Like,
What
that
are
was
they
probably
doing
like the
now?
last meme from any Marvel thing, but unless you count the She-Hulk stuff, but that was a meme for the wrong reasons.
Wait, Hawkeye was a meme? I didn't know it.
Remember the
I didn't know
urinal?
people...
Thanos was right.
Oh. uh,
Do you
Yeah.
think someone from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier wrote that after they lost their house?
because they couldn't get a loan because they were...
Not making money?
Yeah.
They couldn't get the loan because
Because they
for
didn't
some
have a
reason
means of
Tony
paying
Stark
it.
made it a charity program. All right, you guys. I know you all have your lives and stuff, but okay. This is your free time. I have the whole building, but
Like, that's the thing. Like, at least Paul Rudd was like, "Oh, I'm gonna publish a book, about my adventures with the Avengers."
But
And,
Anthony
like,
Mackie in that movie is also a retired military veteran.
yeah, like, imagine the wealth of things that you could write in an autobiography,
And
and
also,
people would love to read it.
you can use
could make
military
bank.
contracts as a proof of income. It's just the writer
What's
said.
up?
Because I remember
Oh.
because he said he was doing military contracts and he said that it doesn't count as consistent income. I believe. I don't know. It was just
Yes, it
stupid.
does.
Yeah, because
If you're doing things for the military, you are getting paid for it. Otherwise, it's called slavery,
yeah, I know. And also, you can use
and we
contract
outlawed
work
that.
as proof for a loan.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
just dumb
because the
writing.
writers don't do their research. They don't even watch the other shows. I don't know if you knew that. Well, everybody knows that.
I don't
Everybody
watch the
knows
other
that.
shows either.
The writers don't.
I don't care enough.
No one knows what's happening. No one cares.
I
Neither
don't
do
care.
we.
Yeah, I don't.
So,
We can probably just wrap up for tonight.
yeah.
I think this interesting discussion needs to be continued.
Interesting discussion. Everything's terrible.
No,
Media
That's
is
what I love
terrible.
talking
There's
about.
nothing good.
That's why I work at a
I
casino.
don't know. There's some good stuff.
Like what?
Dune 2 I heard is pretty good.
Glasgow experience, pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I saw this video before we got on about the angry video game nerd. I enjoyed that.
About him?
Yeah,
Or
about him, not by
what'd they
him.
say?
It's kind of like a documentary, but also a YouTube poop.
Does sound enjoyable.
I mean, I imagine AVGN is like a wealth of YouTube poop clips. So,
Man, I remember the Cliff Horse crew is full of people who probably are not doing too well these days.
they aren't.
They had this video though, Doug Walker clips the song "Hurt" by Johnny Cash cover, and it was the most hilarious thing ever. But it's now off their channel again. So
Oh.
I watched
Yeah,
I watched
funny
like a
video.
3-hour documentary on Doug Walker back when I was at a different job, and honestly, I don't have any issues with Doug Walker.
I used to watch his stuff all the time.
I don't think his
I'm gonna-
content is great, honestly, but I don't have an issue with him like as a person. Like he takes jokes pretty good.
Yeah, did you see him taking the joke about SpongeBob
No,
when they made Bubble Bass the nostalgia critic? He dressed up the exact same way.
oh,
and
I did see
everything.
that, but I didn't see how he
What?
reacted to it.
He took it with stride.
Other people that worked for Channel Awesome seem to have issues, but
Hmm. I
The
haven't
problem
watched
is
the
he
TV
made
for,
it
10
like
years, so.
it was when I guess YouTube was expanding and everyone was making,
that was a weird
their
time.
little
Like Rooster Teeth.
groups, like it's like, okay, we have to be a part of a connective YouTube family or whatever. So they sign contracts and do stuff like that. If he just stuck to what he did, there wouldn't be any issues,
Mm-hmm. Man, YouTube was so different. You don't see like content networks like that anymore, do you?
Usually the remnants of it, but no.
Yeah, you
Not
had,
like that.
Rooster Teeth, Channel Awesome. There are others out there. I'm trying to think of any of them. Like, what was that? There's that big Minecraft one.
I don't know.
Got the phase players.
Don't know who those are.
The phase?
Nope, don't know who they are.
You're joking. They're the best gamers.
Nope.
Phase community? They're still a thing.
Nope, I don't know. Apparently, Good Mythical Morning is still a thing.
Yeah, we're
Yay.
going and then we
We should just
I don't
end.
think I don't think I watch any, like, of the old YouTubers, right?
You don't watch any, or you didn't watch any?
Like, I don't think I watch any of them anymore.
No, I definitely don't. All of the YouTubers I watch now are pretty niche, except for like Internet Historian and. Is Donkey considered niche or is he mainstream? He was in a
I
Nintendo
think
Direct.
he's mainstream. Everyone either loves him or hates him.
Do you know he was in a Nintendo Direct Indie Showcase?
Was he?
Yeah, he is.
Huh.
I never watch Indie Showcase. I didn't know. But
I found out by seeing the clips, and it's like, oh, I thought it was a joke, but no, he's actually in it.
I mean, he's a publisher, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but publishers don't usually film themselves like in a creek.
Oh, I love Donkey.
He is an amazing YouTuber.
Gotta be one of my favorite genders. All right.
Wait, did you see him play Tekken
No, I've not
the
seen that
last
one.
time? So, I remember at one point, like, because he likes to play Kuma, right?
Is that the bear?
The bear, yeah. And he's like, all right, I want to play. What's the main guy in it?
Kazuya?
No,
That's the only one I know.
no, his father. So it's
Smash.
Kazuya's father. And then it's like, all right, I'm gonna switch off to a different character. I'm gonna switch to my guy. And then he pulls up an interview where they say, yeah, we killed him off in the last game and he is dead for good. We are not bringing him back in any capacity. So that he just immediately goes back to Kuma. All right, take us out.
All right. Oh, a bit of a weird episode this week, but we do have planned for a regular LEGO discussion in the future. Be sure, if you like LEGO or anything really, if you just want a place to talk, you could go to the BCC Crew Discord server. Link is in the description below. We're on X, and sometimes I post there, so feel free to give us a follow there as well. Like and subscribe to the channel, comment on the video. It helps us out quite a bit here. You can join us every week, Monday night, somewhere around 9:15, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, depending on what we're feeling like. So, for Ford, Polaris, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.